So Gerhard and Jean Lenski. The Lenskis came up with 7 different types of societies. Number 1 being hunter-gatherers. They would use simple, small tools to hunt and gather. And this form of society has been around since the beginning of human life. Number 2 was horticultural, the use of hand tools to raise crops. And this began around 12,000 years ago. Number 3 was pastoral, and this is where human societies began to domesticate animals. This began around 10,000 years ago. Number 4 was agricultural, and this society had improved technology for farming. For example, they would use fertilizer and irrigation systems. This form of society began around 5,000 years ago. Number 5 was the industrial. Advanced sources of technology, for example, large machinery, and a centralized workplace was a part of this form of society. This society began around 1780 and lasted until 1850. Now, number 6 was the post-industrial. This was based primarily on processing and controlling of information. This society changed from a producing society to a service center society. Computer technology was a part of this society, and this began around 1960. Now, number 7 is the post-modern society. This society is preoccupied with consumer goods and media images. There's a high use of technology within the postmodern society, and there's newly emerging cultural groups and patterns of social interaction within this society. Now, this society began in the 1970s up until now. So we are currently living within the postmodern society. Now, if you were asked to pick or choose a society that you would like to live within, I think the majority of us would choose to stay within this postmodern society because our technology that we have, we are very accustomed to, and if we had to all of a sudden go back to the hunter-gatherer society, we wouldn't be very ready for that. We kind of like our cell phones, we kind of like our vehicles. Netflix is great. We would like to stay with the technology that we have grown up with. So to what extent does contemporary Canadian society still reflect the industrial model, and in what ways are we now fully post-industrial? In Canada, we have a lot of big factories where people work with machines for mass production of goods. Though Canada still has a lot of agricultural land, the large cities keep expanding and more people are moving into the cities, much like the industrial era. Canada is a post-industrial country in the sense that we rely heavily on technology. We have access to endless amounts of information right at our fingertips, from our smartphones to our laptops to this phone that I'm recording with. And these help us out in our workplace in many ways, such as computer systems and even self-checkouts at the grocery store. So what comes after this post-industrial revolution? What would Lenski say? And what would it look like in high-income countries? So a post-industrial society is a stage of economic transformation that brought development to society. As the name suggests, a post-industrial society follows an industrialized society that focuses on machineries, mass-producing interests. It can easily be in places like Europe and the United States, affected by the Industrial Revolution before other areas worldwide. The United States was the first country to have more than 50% of their workers employed in service sector jobs. Information, services, and advanced technology play a vital role in post-industrial society that manufactures tangible goods. Lenski would have seen this post-industrial society as a dream that came to reality. This has been what he had been yearning for. Lenski focused on the level of technology and information that a society had and stated that the more information and technology that an organization had, the more advanced it would become. And he believed that society's level of technology was crucial for the survival of that society. So after the post-industrial revolution was the most modern society, and this society is preoccupied with consumer goods and new emerging culture groups and social interaction. We are dependent on digital technology for daily use. Unlike industrial society, they were rooted in the production of material goods. This postmodern society is based on the production of information and services. This means that in high-income countries, people are shaped and maintained by access to education and training. They are wealthy and have the ability to invest and will continue to impact the class structure. So, what holds society together according to the Lenskis? Well, as I said earlier, he believed that society's level of technology was crucial for the survival of that society. So he really did believe that society was held together by information and technology.